Welcome back to the Color Out of Oz. We are doing the second scenario, Deep Impact. Well, first we're doing the interlude, Royal Audience, because, good lord, there's a lot of text. Anyway, the brief standoff with the Green Soldier is interrupted as a portly man rushes toward the crash site from one of the city gates. Envoy, get these people on their feet at once. Queen Ozma has commanded us to bring the intruders to her without any delay. The soldier nods and motions for you to stand, though you hardly need encouragement. A civilization this rich might be able to lend some assistance in containing the color, provided they aren't as fickle as the plant people you first encountered. The portly man, the guardian of the gates as he calls himself, leads you through the pristine streets of the Emerald City. Its citizens are all as richly dressed as nobility, observe you with some curiosity, but seem largely unconcerned. The procession winds its way to an opulent palace in the center of the city. The gateman and soldier take a brief moment to adjust their disheveled appearances before leading you proudly inside. Your Majesty, the intruders, the two shepherd you forward into a grand audience chamber. A young girl in regal attire sits at the center of an emerald throne, looking serenely out at you. Beside and around her stand eclectic figures that surprise you to say the least. A scarecrow, a man made of tin, another man made of brass, a gangly figure with a pumpkin for a head, each one looking at you as though they were the odd ones out instead. Approach, strangers, Queen Ozma commands in a pleasant tone. A small, bald man next to her gives an amused chuckle at the sight of you. Well, well, more people from outside Oz. I don't think it possible for the anti-aircraft spill I put over the country. Another woman, tall and graceful, with long red hair, nods in agreement. More than that, Oz should be entirely separated from their world. Could this be related to the strange meteor? You step forward as ordered, telling the Queen and her court that you know all about the meteor and that you intend to stop its evils. The throne room falls silent as you relate the first visit of the color to the gardener from form outside Arkham. Their faces fall in some utter words of horror as you describe the gruesome events. Queen Ozma bites her thumb as worry washes over her. The citizens of Oz cannot be killed, but this transformation is something far worse than death. I cannot stand by while this color threatens the safety of Oz. Her court murmurs in agreement as she stands to address them. As they know the capabilities of the living color, these visitors will lead us into expelling it from Oz. And the rest of the world too, the bald man chimes in. As the court mobilizes, a young girl in a simple gingham dress enters, accompanied by two other girls and a little black dog. Oh, hello, she calls out, approaching you with great interest. I didn't know folks from outside Oz could still get in. My name's Dorothy, and I came here from Kansas. Where are you folks from? If Wendy Adams was chosen, no, we do not. The little black dog sniffs at your feet as he circles around you. They smell all right, he suddenly speaks, but can we trust them? You blink in surprise and look back up to Dorothy, who looks down at the dog approvingly. Oz is a fairy country. All animals in Oz can talk, even ones that weren't born here. Toto is from Kansas, like me, and though he doesn't like to speak up much, he can talk just as well as anybody. And this is if we have Ashcan Pete, which we do not. Then Ozma approaches you, holding a silver wand imperiously. As Dorothy says, Oz is indeed a fairy country. We use magic to hide it from the rest of the world, as many would seek to abuse its power. Outsiders are no longer welcome, or wouldn't be if the color hadn't disrupted it. We are placing much trust in you. If any investigator has a spell, ritual, occult, sorcerer, or witch card, we both have spells. Read special permission. Ozma continues scrutinizing you. The practice of magic in Oz is forbidden for all but myself, Glinda, and the wizard. However, I am prepared to grant you special permission on the condition that you use your magic only in defense of Oz. With such a great threat at hand, I will not hinder our chances in protecting the people. Well, thank you for that. Dorothy steps up beside Ozma and links hands with her dear friend. If you're that worried, then I'll go with them. They'll need a guide anyhow, and nobody's traveled more of Oz than I have. Any one investigator may choose to add Dorothy Gale to their deck. The court does not count toward the investigator's deck size. Here she is. Dorothy, Princess from Kansas. 3 asset, exhauster, ready a copy of Boon Companions at your location. Dorothy Gale is not ready during the next upkeep phase. Here's Boon Companions. During the task you're performing, exhaust them. Commit icons on a companion asset to that test. During your test, exhaust boon icons. Activate an ability on a companion asset. Boon companions are not ready to do your upcut set. I mean, doesn't look terribly good. Although these are the companions. We don't even have a companion yet. It might come into play, so yeah, we'll take it. We'll give it to the lead, Jacqueline. Fine. Then, Ozma gives Dorothy a smile before turning back towards you. The people of Oz are simple and peaceful, knowing nothing of war or the four more evil things that now threaten the country. However, among my closest friends, you will find many brave and clever people. They have been Dorothy's companions through her many journeys and will be eager to defend Oz as they have ever been. It would be wise to introduce yourself for easier cooperation. The investigators decide. By all means, let's meet who we'll be working with. Read through the following sections in order. This is only for character introductions and can be skipped. Or pleasantries can wait. We must take action immediately. Skip to the lay of the land. Yeah, we're going to skip to the lay of the land because that's a lot of text. But we will have the wizard himself, a popular scholar, the illustrious monarch, the army of Oz, a simple son, the quilted girl, a wise dignitary, the old sea captain, noble vagrant, chariot barrier, lion's vassal, royal steed. Okay, lay of the land. The tall red-haired woman from Ozma's throne room meets you in front of the palace. Dorothy gives a polite curtsy and turns to you once more. Glinda can tell you all about where the meteor fell. I expect she read about it in her book, but she has other ways too. She's the good witch of the South. Glinda smiles to Dorothy at the introduction, but her face grows serious as the topic shifts. You may have seen as you enter that Oz is divided into 4 countries. Each one lies in one of the 4 cardinal directions of the Emerald City. I know which country the meteor has landed in, but I do not know where precisely. It will be up to you to find and determine our course of action. Gather the special symbols, reveal them in a random order in your companion log under order of events. Record the following. Oh, Lord. Whatever. Let's do this. Where's miscellaneous? No. Tools? Tools. Okay, so we need what? One of each? Yeah. One of each of the special ones. Why is there a curse in here? Do you even have curse tokens? Ah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can get a -5 shuffled in. So, the order is tablet, cultist, squid, and skull. So first is Winky Country. Then the cultist, which is... No, fuck. First was the tablet, which is Quadling Country. I know how to read. Da-da-da. Come on. Okay, then it is the squid, the elder thing, which is Gillikin Country. Would you go down? And last is the skull, which is Munchkin Country. Munchkins are last. Okay. Okay. Put these back in the bag. Yeet you away. Oh, they had a bag right here for that. Oh, well. Future scenario cells will reference the order of these countries. The next 4 pages contain maps of the 4 countries, each is for suggested location placement, and will be referenced later on. Your exposure to the color has just begun. If at any point during the campaign you have 3 or more total trauma, add a copy of Chromatic Infection to your deck for the remainder campaign. Well, we started with 3 trauma. So, where's the Chromatic? Here we go. We each get 1. Put into your playing threat area, you gain the color. All damage and horror dealt to you by color cards is considered to be direct. 2 actions to discard. Well, that's not good. Now, scenario 2, deep impact. Okay. Okay, deep impact. The situation has changed drastically from what you expected when you first landed. When you do have the direct support of the locals, however eclectic they are, you are cut off from the expedition. Even if you weren't, you doubt that they could lend you any meaningful support, given how difficult it was to enter Oz the first time. You must rely on your own skills and those of your new companions. Ozma and Glinda escort you to the gates of the city as the citizens look on with a mix of wonder and concern. Ozma waits in them, trying to keep up appearances. You've made the danger of the color very clear. We must evacuate the surrounding countries until the threat is purged. I will need several of our bravest to rally the people, so please pick a handful to accompany you for now. The guard in the gate sees you rapidly through the open fields around the city. Glinda gestures you out in the forest beyond you from aloof grace. The meteorite lies in that direction, but where precisely I cannot say. You must find its location and gauge the strength of the immediate threat. We have much work to do before we can expel the color from Oz. She touches her finger to her lips and thought. In fact, there are several avenues we might try in the surrounding countries to increase our fighting chances. Gather yada yada, check the campaign log. If the investigator's arrival was delayed, it was not. Gather the companions of Oz encounter set. Put a copy of Boon Companions into each investigator's play area. Okay, so we each get one of these things. Then choose 4 of the companions' asset and put them into play below the act deck. Remove each other asset from the game. Let's see. There's 12. Let's see which ones we want. Disengage from each non-elite enemy location. Move. Choose an enemy. That enemy loses retaliate and alerts in town. The target is a non-elite. Cannot target you or resolving the hunter keyword. The coward. The engaging and gets -1 damage, -1 horror. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for a skill and draw it. Shuffle. Play an item asset, paying its cost. Enemies cannot make attack of opportunities against you. That's nice. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for an event and draw it. Choose according to discard pile, shuffle according to your deck. See only non-3 auto fails on TikTok it. At the end of your turn, return those tokens to the bag. Draw the top card of the encounter deck. You get +1 skill value while resolving any of its effect into the end of the round. During the next mythical phase, you do not draw an encounter card. Draw 2 cards. Your maximum hand size increased by 2 until the end of the round. And play spell ritual as okay. So we're definitely playing the wizard because we're both spellcasters. Sorcerer seems good. Getting that card draw. Boons allow us to commit icons to tests, and since we're all mental, and they already have all mental. Let's get disengage and Frogman, I guess. That seems fine. I guess that's fine. Who knows? Check the campaign log under order of events. Get the encounter set that matches the name of the first county. First country is Quadling. Put each of the locations in play according to the map that matches the name of the first county. That's Quadling. So place. What is this? That's an enemy. I hope this is right. Add the symbol token for the first county. I don't know what it was. Quadling was a tablet. Well, that's just rude. Put the C act into play below the A act. This is the C act. Below the A deck. During this scenario, each act deck. Oh. It's one of those things with multiple act decks. Got it. So this will stay up. Set the following cards out of play. Shuffle the. Okay, so place. Okay. Spiraling Decay. Why is this out the way? Okay. Oh, that's part of the encounter set. So yeah, we can safely throw that away. And it looks, and we're ready to begin. Okay. Good lord, that was a lot. Good lord, look at this mess. Wait, where do we start? Must be each investigator against play at Emerald City. Okay. We are here. Is it supposed to be flipped up? I guess so, because that other side looked pretty bad. Crown Jewel of Oz. Okay. So we can resign. Shroud of X, where X is the scenario number, so it's a Shroud of 2. Okay, shuffle this. Let me do the act. The agenda. The infection begins. The countryside is already showing signs of an influence from the color. The plants grow progressively more bright and vivid, but an aura of disease lingers in each trunk and stalk. Best to finish your work quickly to minimize your exposure to the color. 8 Doom Threshold. Act A. Scour the countryside. There's no question that the meteorite landed in this country. There must be evidence somewhere to lead you to the impact site. It's just a matter of finding it as soon as possible. Investigators spend 10 clues as a group to set aside a meteor crater into play. For each investigator in the campaign log who knows color's destructive message, reduce the clue requirement by 2. How many do we have? Destructive methods. We both know it. We both know the destructive methods. So we reduce it by 4, so we need 6. When an investigator enters meteor crater, you must advance. And a full account. You step out from the city towards the Red Tins Quadling country, the same land you flew over when you first arrived. Glinda informs you that her own palace lies in the heart of the country, and that she herself will accompany you to retrieve one of her most treasured and powerful magic items, the Great Book of Records, which gives her information of every event in Oz as it happens. When an investigator enters Glinda's palace, you must immediately advance. There's Glinda's palace down here. All winding and roading. Okay. So, shuffle, shuffle. We draw 4 cards because of bullshit. I don't want that. I think we can hold off on that. I kind of want a Spectral Razor, but I also kind of don't. I'll get rid of Olive too. Get 3. And we get Promise of Power, Astral Travel, and a Water Protection. That's not the best. And a cat she gets 2 robes, a ward, and a go. We'll keep one. Isn't one of these upgraded? Yeah, we'll keep the upgraded robes of Endless Night. And draw 3. We get a cat, a 6th Sense, and a Read the Signs. Okay, looks like Akechi's going to do all the investigating this time. Okay, so change color so I can see everything. Let us begin. Okay, this is worth a victory point, so we definitely want to do this. So we'll let Akechi go first. Now. Oh wait, she doesn't have an upgrade 6th Sense, so yeah. It doesn't matter. Okay. So we're gonna let Akechi go first for 2. She's gonna play her robes, which she's going to exhaust. Playing 6th Sense for 2, which is 2 actions. Hello? Oh right, it doesn't have. I was wondering why it didn't come in with icon with resources on it, but 6th Sense doesn't need resources. And last action, we're going to investigate up 3 with 6th Sense. Ooh, Elder Sign. And 1 Sorcerer, okay. Yeah. Okay, we do get the clue, which is nice. So can I just... Did the companions exhaust? I'm sure they did this earlier. The companions. Abilities of companions asset cannot be activated except through abilities that specifically reference them. Okay, so I cannot just do it. Got it. Can't just do it. Okay, except for boon companions, which is whatever. Okay, so first we're going to exhaust boon companions to activate an ability or companion asset. We'll put this to Rhinos that does not refresh during next upkeep. No, do I want to do that? No, I want to do the other ability that allows me to commit icons in the companion asset. I'm going to commit the ones with the 2 books. So she's now 5 to 3, up 3 for this base investigate. Got it. We now have a victory point and a clue. Next action, she's going to move. I probably should use her ability. Second action, we're going to move Hoppers and Horners Mountain or the Fighting Tree Grove. Let's go to the Fighting Tree Grove. That sounds fun. After you resolve an action at Fighting Tree Grove, if you're still at Fighting Tree Grove, reveal a random chaos token. If you reveal a blank, move once toward Emerald City. Okay. That was 2 actions. And third actions, I think she's just going to... Do I keep going or do I draw a card? Because I have nothing. We'll draw a card, which is a Shriveling, which is nice. However, after you resolve an action, we are still here, so reveal a random chaos token. It was a skull, so we move back. Well, that was fun. And upkeep. Jacqueline gets a Wither. Okay. And Akachi gets an Astral Travel. We are at 1 doom of 8. Jacqueline goes first. She gets Test 4 Will. If you fail, put Ambient Droning into play in your threat area with X creatures on it, where X is the amount you fail by. You get -1 to each of your skills. After you perform a skill test, remove 1 resource from Ambient Drowning. If there are no resources, discard it. So currently up 1. I don't particularly want to do this. I'll be up 3 with Boon Companions. Auto fail. Amazing. Why didn't I do that? Okay, so it has 4 resources on it. Use your psychic stuff, Mima. Akachi gets attach seeped into an asset you control with a printed ability if possible. As it's difficult to activate an ability on an attached asset, take 1 damage and horror. Decay 3, discard it, remove 1 horror from seeped in. Let's put on Rose of Endless Night. It does have an ability. 3 horror. And what happens, like... Fatigue, decay... Interplay of X horror at the beginning of the upkeep. Remove 1 at the end of the round. Resolve the connected effect of each core of decay. The connected effect? What the hell is the connected effect? I don't know. Anyway, that is that. So, Mythos, Dooms of 1. So it's our turn again. So... we're going to let Jacqueline put down a... she's going to put down a Widow. For 1. Second action, she's going to move. Let's move to this place, get some more locations up. As a parlay test, 3 will or intellect. If you succeed, reduce the shroud of value of hoppers and mountains by 2 until the end of your turn, and then once per turn. Okay, so I could do something. It is worth a victory point, kind of. And last action, I'm going to move again, I think. And she does not have any of her clues yet. Of course, I need to do skill tests so I can get rid of this stuff. What does these tokens do? X is equal to the number of color cards at your location. If there's a card of the X at your location, discard a random card from hand. Fail, lose one resource for each point you fail by. There are at least 2 cards, reveal none. Okay. So, we're going to investigate. We're going to parlay. We're currently up 1. Let's do it. Tablet is -1, so we succeed. We get rid of one of these. So that was 1 to weather, 2 to move, and 3 to do that. Okay, so that's done, and the shroud's back to normal. Whatever. And Akachi's turn now. She's gonna go. I kind of want that victory point, but the clue that the shroud is so high. She's gonna go move to here. Trick River. When you would move from Trick River, test 3 will or 3 agility. If you fail, cancel the effect of the move. Okay, and last action, she's going to 6 Sense. Up 2. And, oh, she still has Boon Companion. She could be doing stuff. She's going to tap Boon Companions to draw 2 cards. Read the signs and sign magic. Okay. And now last action is investigate up 2. -1, I get the clue. No victory points, Sag. Okay, upkeep. Voice of Ra. Akachi gets Shriveling. This stays tapped. Okay, and this loses a horror. Then Doom goes to 2. Jacqueline gets a Beast. Hunter, Decay 1. Vivid Beast gets -2 fight, but +1 horror until the end of the next round. Okay. Then Akachi gets Contaminated Citizen. Patrol nearest location with 1 or more cards with KX. After you deal damage in excess of Contaminated Citizen's health, take 1 horror and remove 1 horror from each card at your location with the KX. Okay. Okay. We are going to let Jacqueline go first. She's going to Wither. Using her ability to test. We're even right now. Using her ability to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh. So we're even. Okay, we're going to cancel the +1. So that's going to let us draw a card. Another Wither. We get the 0. So that is 1 damage, and it's fight and it's evade. Or -1, so now it's a 3 fight. So now I'm back up to up 2. And let's do it again. Up 2 should be fine. Oh, we removed one of these. Up 2. -3. I remove one of these. Doesn't have retaliate, right? Okay. And up 2, just do it again. Elder Sign. Nice, so it is dead. And so is this. Okay, that was fine. Now it is Akachi's turn. She does not have her thing in play. we can't even play it because... Do we have any? I don't. She's 3-3. She's even on a fight, but she can't fight. I don't have the assets for this. This is slightly annoying. I would have to take 2 attacks of opportunities for a shriveling. Evades 3-3. It's even on the evade, but is that worth it? That could be +1 with the thing. And she's too far away. This got triggered for card draw. Darn it. I could just try to punch it at even. Yeah, I think we're just going to try to punch it at even. Elder Sign, nice. Nothing uses charges, but it is dead. Okay. Next, we're going to do Trick River again, up 2. Elder Sign. We're just getting all the Elder Signs, damn. Another clue. And last action, we're going to move to Hammerhead Hill, I would suppose. Oh, I have to test this first. I'm up 2. Skull is equal to number of color cards at or attached to your location, which is 1. So it succeeds. So we leave and we get force at the end of your turn. If you did not successfully investigate, fight, or evade at this location, take 1 damage or move to a connecting location. Ow. I mean, I'll move. That's fine. Investigate some more areas. Force the Wild Beast. After an enemy enters Force the Wild Beast, it loses Hunter at the end of the next round. Okay. So, upkeep. This loses a Horror. Jacqueline gets an Uncaged a Soul. Okay, and Akachi gets her Chromatic Weakness. Put into play in threat area. You gain the color trait. All damage and horror dealt to you by color cards is considered to be direct. Okay, so Doom goes to 3. And encounters. Jacqueline gets more enemies, some more wolves. 3 fight, 2 health, 3 evade. After Wild Wolf makes an attack, if you retaliate or alert, it loses that to the end round. That's fine. Catchy gets attach meteor fragment to the nearest location, find a copy of it. Attached location gains a color trait. At the end of the round, deal 1 damage and horror to each investigator at this location. Test 4 at will or agility. If you succeed, discard this. Okay. That's annoying. So, we're going to try to kill this thing with Jacqueline. Or, does it have Hunter? It does. Like, I could evade it. Or just not make it have attacks of opportunity. Okay, we're going to try to wither this thing. We're up 2. Yeah, up 2. Whoop. Hoppa. Got it. So that's 1 damage to it. And up 2 again, losing the ability. 1, 2, 3. I can cancel 2. So I will draw a card because of that, and that will kill it. And last action. Good lord. 1, 2, 3. We'll lay down a shriveling. Wait. No. 1, 2, 3. We'll uncage the soul to shriveling. Come on. Okay, for Akachi's turn. Man, I do not want to take 1-1. Especially since it's direct. There's Glinda's Palace. What do we need for Glinda's Palace? When we enter. There you go. But she's the only one who has the clue thing out. I kind of need her to do some junk. Okay, we're going to investigate twice up 2. That's 1. That's clue. How many clues do we have? 5. So we need 1 more. Because we both have the thing. To put the meteor thing into play. And up 2. -4. That's a fail. And last action, we are going to move. We're going to move back into here. We did not do a successful any of these things, so we will move to a connecting location, which is Glinda's Palace. Which is, while you are investigating Glinda's Palace, it gets -1 shroud for each arcane slot you have filled. That's nice. And someone entered Glinda's Palace, so we will resolve this. You approach Glinda's Palace to find the servants in utter disarray, clustering together fearfully. At the good witch's entrance, one young maiden rushes up with a hurried curtsy. Okay. Hurried curtsy. Your Grace, there's an intruder. She broke into your magic room and took the book of records with her. Glinda clenches her jaw and motions for you to follow her quickly, wand at ready. The two of you burst into the magic room to find it filled with acrid smoke. A witch with scraggly black hair and an eye patch chants steadily as she waves her hand over a large book with 5 locks binding it shut. Glinda points her wand, and with a single utterance, the witch freezes in place. The hag curses and sputters as her spell dies down, but Glinda remains stoic. Remove any tools or regents from the witch's reach before restraining her. Glinda lowers her wand and studies the intruder carefully. Yes, I thought I knew you, from Jinxland, the witch called Blinky. The hag's one eye fixes on Glinda hatefully. Yes, it took years to recover the spell after you stripped my magic from me, but my revenge on you is complete. Your precious book of records is forever lost to you. Act 2A, the 5 locks. Blinky continues her ranting. The other witches may have delusions of power, but I have seen the true source of the color, and there is only decay. It will destroy all of Oz, but not until I've had my revenge. I don't care if it's all destroyed, so long as you wallow in ignorance while it happens. Glinda stands back unnerved, but you assure her that you will find a way to recover the 5 lost keys. You just have to think like Blinky. As a quick action, if you are at a location with no clues on it, investigators at your location discard cards from their hand with a total of 4 or more skill icons. Place 1 clue on this act from the token bank, max once per location. If there are 5 clues on this act, investigators at Glinda's Palace may advance. For each investigator in the campaign log who knows color's true origin, reduce the requirements for the above by 2. Do we know its true origins? We do not, so we need 5. That's a lot of cards. With a total of 4 or more skill icons. That's a lot. And we have to get the things down. Okay, so that was that. Okay, now it's... Yeah, Jacqueline did the fight, so it's fine. Okay, so it's upkeep phase. Akachi gets a ward of protection. And you get your thing. Amazing. Okay, fabulous. Great, great, great. Doom goes to 4 of 8. Jacqueline gets... Oh, no enemy. Put into point your threat area. Decay 2. Deal 2 damage to each investigator at this location. Discard Pulsing Life. Spend 1 resource to discard Pulsing Life. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad. And Akachi gets put into play in your threat area. Decay 1. Lose half your resources, rounded up, and discard Tainted Supplies. Test 3. If you do succeed... Well, I don't think we're doing that. This should have been gone, huh? Yeah. I believe so. Anyway, our turn. We still need like one more clue. Akechi's the only one with this clue thing, so we're going to let her go first. That's a 3 shroud because we have arcane slots. I'm going to spend 1 to play our cat. 2, we're going to investigate. Actually, 2, we're going to investigate. 1, 2. With read the signs. Add to this in case you may know any effect with keyword, which will trigger during this investigation. If you see, discover 1 additional clue. So, we are currently 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, up 4. Should be fine. Just got it. Got both the clues. Then we can put meteorite into play. Yeah, we're going to do it. So it's 6, so that's all of Akechi's clues, and we're going to put the meteorite into play. Yep, right here. Whoa. Oh. Oh, okay. Looks like it goes right there. Okay, we got one more action to do. Do we have 4 skill icons to commit to this? We do, but do I want to use it is the question. I don't really care about the astral travel, but the read the signs is really good. We're going to hold off on that for now. We're going to go to... I don't want to go there because there's a meteor fragment there. So let's go to the Great Waterfall. It is test 5 or test fight or agility 4. If you succeed, discover a clue. If you fail, take 1 damage or lose an action. Choose 1. Okay, we're definitely not doing that. Okay, end of the round. Test 3. If you well, we'll do her later. So first, we're going to spend 1 resource to discard this. First action. I keep forgetting I have these things. Is there anything I wanted to do? Not really. Okay, so I think we kind of just want to get over here. Yeah, I think we'll go 1, 2 to the China country. Force. After you resolve a test at China country, if you do not succeed by 1 or more, lose an action. 1 shroud. Victory 1. Okay. And the first item was that, so we are out. So now, upkeep. Okay. So this gets removed. I'm even for this. I fail, so I lose 1 resource. And the game ends if this has fewer than 4 charges on it, you suffer a physical trauma. And Jacqueline gets an initiate, that's fine. Doom goes to 5 of 8 and encounters a meteorite, which is fine. Akechi gets Hunter. After it readies, immediately move at 1 location towards the nearest investigator. I did not put that into play. I can put it into play with the fast action. Do I have I don't have the resources for it. This is annoying. It's not elite. Okay. So we're going to go 1, 2. Last action, Jacqueline's going to Spectral Razor that thing. Add this to your fight value. So it's 5, 6, 7 to 4, up 3. We're going to commit a Promise of Power to be up 7. Because I do not want to. Up 3. What's the highest thing in here? Is this a -4? Yeah, so I don't really need to commit a Promise of Power. Up 3. Jacqueline, you got anything you want to commit? We'll commit the astral travel to be up 4 to this test. Oh wait, this also engages, right? Okay. So I don't have to worry about a miss hitting Akachi. Got it, it's dead. Okay, now it's Akachi's turn. We're going to let, as an additional cost to enter Jinx Land, investigators at locations connected to Jinx Land must control 6 or more clues groups. So we can't even enter Jinx Land. Okay. So we're going to go 1-2 to the meteorite crater. Do I want to do that this early? I feel like this enemy is going to come right into play. Whatever, YOLO. Which is Decay 10. Remember that the investigators have observed the meteorite's activity. Investigators at meteorite crater spend 2 clues as a group. Remove 1 horror from meteorite crater. Okay. So we have entered the meteorite crater. You follow the signs of upheaval and gather directions from the bewildered citizens of the country to a small clearing in the trees. The air shimmers with greater intensity as you approach the crater. This is what you had prepared for since the start. Several onlookers observe you from a safe distance, but one man approaches close behind. He is short and stocky, with earth-tone clothes and a thick beard down to his waist. His comical appearance is offset by the expression on his face. He clutches his temples with both hands, teeth gritted, but his eyes focus forward and glazed over. He pushes past you, and the glow from the meteorite flares brightly. One of your friends darts forward and pulls the little man back from the crater, and the glow dims back again. Rogito, what happened? They ask. The little man simply lies on the grass in the cold sweat, muttering about the earth, a strange poison and dark whispers. Choose a campaign asset in play. In your campaign log, mark 1 fatigue next to the chosen asset's name. Probably the frogman. Blink. Okay. Act 2A, Ground Zero. At a glance, you can already tell that the meteorite here on Oz is far larger than the one that landed outside Arkham. But this information is not enough. Is the color being further fed from the strange light of Oz? Take this brief window to observe as much of the color as you can before it grows too unsafe. If the investigators observe the meteorite's activity, you may advance. You still have a chance to advance the other act. So we just have to wait 10 turns. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that was her. She did 2. And she's got 1 more to do. I think she's just going to gain a resource so that she can play Shriveling next round and hopefully get Angered Spirits down. So, yeah. So, upkeep. Jacqueline gets another Spectral Razor, which is good. Akachi gets a Guts. Okay. Doom is 6 out of 8. Oh, wait. Upkeep, so this goes away. No decay over here. No decay over here. Okay. Upkeep. 6 out of 8. Jacqueline gets. Put Bestial Hunger to play next to the agent. We're going to put this right here. When damage from a creature enemy's attacks is dealt to an asset you control, defeat that. At the end of the round, if there's a creature enemy in play, discard those. Okay. And Akachi gets. Put Taint into play in your threat area. This thing again. We're going to lose all that. Ugh. Good. I'm about to play Shriveling. I don't care. Okay, we're going to let Akachi go first. 1, 2, 3. Play the Shriveling. We're going to exhaust Shriveling to put 1 on here. And I think we're going to investigate. Might as well. It's worth a victory point. Let's do it. Investigate up 3. Auto fail. Fantastic. And let's investigate again. Up 3. Got a clue, yay. Okay. Then we test it. It doesn't matter because we don't have any loser resources. Did I do that wrong last time? I think I did do that wrong. I think after I did the decay, I did the skill test. I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh well. Now it's Jacqueline's turn. Jacqueline needs a skill. What's it called? A clue skill. However, we do not. Jacqueline's going to investigate for the first one. She's going to tap to get the 2 book icons, so we're currently even, and then we'll commit a promise of power to be up 4. So we get -1, so we get the clue for 1. Second action. Second action, I think we're going to draw. Do I want to draw? I don't know. I could go over here and investigate. We're going to draw for 2. Dark Prophecy. Okay. And last action, we're going to move here. And then, is this a fast action? This is a fast action. Okay. So, discard Astral Travel and Dark Prophecy. That's 4 icons. We get a clue on this. 1 out of 5. Okay. And that is it. So upkeep. Jacqueline gets Dark Future. Okay. And Akechi gets Azure Flame. Very nice. Okay. And then Doom goes up to 7 of 8. And encounters Jacqueline gets Contaminate Citizen. Should be fine. Jacqueline gets Peril. Must either place 1 Doom in the current agenda or attach it to a non-story asset you control. While it's attached to an asset, it gains Decay 2. Place 2 Doom in the current agenda. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. Discard the attached asset. We're going to put it on the cat. Because I think we're just going to go here, discard this, so it's not direct, and then just let the cat die. Okay. Our turn. Oh, this should go down to 8. So, Jacqueline's going to try to wither this dude. She's up 2. Should be fine, up 2. I'm at. If there's a color location, if you're at a color location, am I at a color location? I am not. Okay, so it's dead. Oh, I couldn't do it anyway. Yeah. That was 1 action. Second action. I'm thinking I'll play the Corcan Initiate, because why not? The Doom is going to get removed anyway. We're going to exhaust it. Search the top 3 cards for a spell. Do I get 6 cents? I do not. Get Deny Existence. Draw it. That was the second action. Last action, I will. Man, I can't do jack. Last action, I think I'm just going to draw a card again. Dark Prophecy. Okay. Now we're going to check for Dark Future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, we got it. That's fine. Now it's Akachi's turn. We're going to do what we said. Move once here. 2 actions to discard this. Exhaust this to do a shriveling. And then at the end of the round, deal 1 and 1. So the cat's dead, and so is this. Okay. And upkeep. Akachi gets another 6 cents. Jacqueline gets Prescient. And Doom advances. Okay, so a distant door suddenly echoes across the countryside. Well, first we had to do this. This goes down to 7. Echoes across the countryside. You turn to Dorothy and ask her if she recognizes the sound, and she gives a nervous nod. I suspect that one of our old enemies has gotten worked up from the color change in things. You said it takes time for the color to affect people and things, so they might just on a rampage of their own. You grimace, readying yourself to deal with the unwelcome complications to the mission. Spawn the satisfied anonymous enemy at the furthest location from all investigators. Suppose that's this. This is. I think the furthest is just the Emerald Palace. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it has to be. Doom threshold of 8 again. Okay, it's gone. While the corruption is indeed spreading slowly, each minute you spend in the color sphere of influence affects you more strongly. Already, you can feel yourself drained, as if part of you is being drawn into the discolored landscape. How far are you willing to go for the sake of observation? And the nemesis is humanoid giant nemesis hunter. X is equal to the. It only has 4 health. If there are one or more ally assets at the Youps location, gets +1 on horror and gains alert. 4 fight. This doesn't really even look that tough. Okay, so encounters then. Jacqueline gets. Spawn any empty location. A hunter aloof. After horror is removed from a cord at discolored insect's location with the KX, discolored insects attacks each investigator at this location. I mean, who cares? Put you over here, I guess. Is this a beast? It is not. Is this a beast? It is not. Akachi gets Creature Abomination Hunter to K1 to the end of the next round. Okay, so I'm going to try to kill it this round. Okay. How the hell do we want to do this? Does this thing have Hunter? It does. Okay, we're gonna let Akachi first tap, exhaust, put one on Angered Spirits, and then we're just going to attack it. 5 to 4, up 1, up 2, up 3 with Guts. Should be fine. Got it. It is dead. And I draw a card. Spirit Sender, nice. Next action. We're going to move. And last action, we're going to 6 sense this location. Up 2. Yeah, up 2. -3. So I have to either take a damage or move to a connecting location. I should put a resource here so I know I did this. We'll move to the waterfall. Should be fine. Jacqueline's turn. First, she's going to keep looking for a 6th sense so she can help with the clue getting. There it is. That's the second time Dorothy was at the top. I am going to have to discard one. If I want to play 6 cents. I already have a wither, so let's get rid of the wither. 1, 2, 3. 6 cents for 2. And last action, I could try to investigate. If I get an icon, it allows me to move to the left. Yeah. Investigate using her ability. 1, 2, 3. We did get the -2, not a color location, which means I can choose or reveal location up to 2 connecting locations away. You're now investigating for that location in addition to yours. Use either shroud value. I'll get rid of this 5 shroud. Yeah, get rid of the 5 shroud, that's fine. Okay, and I canceled the Elder Sign, so I draw a card. Guts. Okay, that was a good turn. Upkeep. Catchy gets a Spectral Razor. Oh, first, this ticks down to 6. This is going to hunt. This is going to hunt. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it would go this way. Okay. And I think Jacqueline has to discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I don't really care about. I kind of do. Let's do Voice of Raw. I'm pretty good on resources. Okay. Get away. Okay. Doom ticks up to 1 of 8. Jacqueline gets a wolf. Hey, we'll be able to get rid of this thing. And then Akachi gets. Attach it to your location. It gains the color trait. Decay 2, deal 2 horror to each investigate at this location, each connecting location. Okay. That's fine. Did I not click upkeep? I had to. She drew guts. That was weird. Anyway, we got our thing, so yeah. Alright, so our turn. She is going to try to shrivel this thing. Up 2. Up 2, up 2, up 2. She'll use shriveling for this. Not shriveling, her ability. I got it. Just barely. So it was 1 action. Second action. What does this do? Just 2 damage. Ew. I do have a ward of protection. I could probably kill it next turn. Oh, but gets +1 horror. And that's fine. Okay, that was first action. Second action, we're going to move up here. And third action, we are going to investigate with 6 cents. Up 3. No, up 2. I already did my thing, which is annoying. I could do Dark Prophecy. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do Dark Prophecy for this. So we're doing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we did get a skull. Equal to the number of color cards at or attached to your location. That's -1. -2. So I still succeed. Up 2. And I have 6 cents. Oh, I have +2 will for the 6 cents test. So yeah, I super succeed. And I can choose another investigate location to investigate along with this. So that would be 3, 5, 6, 7, 2. Yeah, I can get the 5 shroud. And this location. Very nice. I do want to get this thing down, but like the 5 shroud was a more pressing matter, I think. Okay, and that is Jacqueline's turn. Next it's Akechi's. Tap to put Shrivelin on here. She no longer gains a physical trauma. And 1, 2 to go back to the meteorite. And we're going to start clearing this thing out. So we're up 3 to this test. Yellow tablet is -1. So I get another clue. Okay, and that is it. Upkeep. This loses 1. This loses 1. Not upkeep. First encounters. This is aloof. So it just stays here. And then this thing moves up. It engages with Jacqueline. It does 2 and 1. The 1 will go on the Arcane Initiate, and the 2 I'm just going to deny. Okay. Okay. And then upkeep. Jacqueline gets Arbiter of Fates. Very nice. Akechi gets another Guts. Okay. So Doom goes to 2 of 8. Man, we are barely going to get to this in time. It's fine. Jacqueline gets another enemy. Spawn any empty location. Okay, let's put you all the way in the Emerald City. Jacqueline, Akechi get this thing. We're currently up 1. Up 2, up 3. I got an autofill for Jacqueline, too. This is bullshit. Oh, my lord. Okay. -1 to all the skills. Gets 4 of these. That's incredible. Okay, so. Our phase. So it's 4 fight. 4 health. Is this elite? It is elite. Okay, we're going to fight with Shriveling. We are currently up 1, up 2, up 3. Should be fine. Got it. That's 2 damage. Then we're going to shrivel it again. Up 1. Up 2. We're going to say odd. Using her ability. 1, 2, 3. We're up 2. The squids are -2. Now we have to reveal another one because there's a color location. Wait, we're not at a color location. Yeah, so we would not have to cut. Just man. So that's a fail. We will get a spell card from our discard pile because an odd one was revealed. And I think I'm just going to Spectral Razor this. Oh wait. We're going to use the Boon Companions to make the Spectral Razor a fast ability, because it is a spell. 2. So, this is 7 to 4, up 3. I'm confident. -2. Got it. So it is dead. It goes to the victory display. And she's got 1 more action, which she will use to do 6 Sense again. 5, 6, 7. Up 4. Let's do it. 0. Got a clue here. Oh, and there's no clues here, so I could. I don't really want to. Arbiter of Fates is really good. Maybe Jacqueline? Spectral Razor's really good. Oh, I know why Akachi was here. She was here so she could do the thing. But there was nothing I really wanted to give away. Whatever, we're not retconning that. And we have to do it 5 times, though. And we got time. Maybe we have time. Okay, we're going to do Arbiter of Fate and Wither. Not Wither. Olive McBride. To do the thing here. Put a clue here. 2 out of 5. That's Jacqueline. Now it's Akachi's turn. She is up 2 to this test. Using 6 cents. Let's go. That's a -1. Yep, -1. Got a clue. Do it again. +1. That's a clue. And do it last time. -1. That's another clue. Okay. Okay, did she want to do a fast action? Yes. She's going to do the Boon Companions to play her 1, 2. Her Spirit Seeker fast. It is a ritual, so it's fine. And I might have to bounce Shriveling up again if I need to. I mean, I do have Azure Flame in hand. It's whatever. Okay. So, upkeep. No, well, this thing's going to hunt here. Then upkeep. Akachi gets Robes of Endless Night. This still remains tapped. And Jacqueline gets a Crystal Pendulum. This still remains tapped. And Doom. Doom is 3 out of 8. Jacqueline gets test 4. If you fail, take 2 damage or lose 1 action. If you fail by 3 or more, you cannot move or be moved until the end of the round. It's probably fine. And test 4. So we're down 2. We're just going to fail this. Yep, we lose by 3. Take 2 damage or lose an action. I guess we'll take 2 damage. And we can't move or be moved from this location. And Akachi gets... yeah. Another Butterfly. Butterflies are over the damn place. Did I get rid of one of these? I couldn't have because we're 1 up. Okay. So, our turn. Akachi is going to investigate. Up 2. Got it. This gets discarded now. Get the last clue. We're going to try to do something here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's another clue icon here. Just need 2 more to get all 5 clues. Ow. Two more. Okay, so that was 1. Second action, we're going to move. Do I want to move here? I'm going to have to take 1 and 1. I could move to Jinx Land, see what's in there. I don't even have to spend the clues. I just have to have the clues. And she does all by herself. So yeah, let's just move down to Jinx Land. After you draw 1 or more cards during an action at Jinx Land, draw 1 additional card limit once per round. Okay. And last action, we're going to investigate here, up 3. Got the clue. Okay, Jacqueline's turn. I kind of just want to kill all these things, but on the other hand, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I can't even be... I'm going to have to take a damage here then. Darn it. We're going to draw a card for our first action. That's kind of cool. Second, we're going to Crystal Pendulum. And third, I guess we're going to investigate and hope for a special icon so I can get one of these locations. So using her ability, up like a bazillion. 1, 2, 3. I did get a special icon, so I'll get a clue at this location. And then I didn't... Oh, I did successfully investigate, so I don't have to do that, in fact. Yeah. We're good. Enemy phase, they're just vibing right here. And upkeep. This goes down by 1. Upkeep. Jacqueline Akachi gets a St. Hubert's key. And Jacqueline gets a Dorothy. Okay. Doom goes to 4 out of 8. And Jacqueline gets Meteor Shower. That's fine. Akachi gets his this thing again. We're just going to put this here. And just going to bounce it next turn with Spirit Seeker. That's fine. Okay, so our turn. We're just going to exhaust this and bounce this right away so I don't forget. Then we are going to investigate up 3. We're just going to do it 3 times. 1, got 1. 2, got 2. 3, got 3. Got all that. And then we can do some stuff. I kind of want to keep Water Protection. Which one? Shriveling or Azure Flame? I have to do Spectral Rage if we want to do it, so sorry, Spectral Rage. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. They both have the same amount of charges. And Azure Flame has a less chance of me taking damage, so 4. So as the 4th one for Act 2C. If we can go here. Yeah, and she can do it by herself if she wants. Okay, so first action. Jacqueline's going to move. Second action. There's still a victory point over here. It's annoying. Second action. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. We have 5 clues on here. Okay, so. You return at last to Glinda's magic room with the 5 keys in hand. The good witch breathes a long, relieved sigh while Blinky begins a furious tantrum at the sight of them. Curse you! Curse you 1,000 times, you wretched, feeble, insignificant. You take a bold step toward the hag, and she goes silent with a nervous look. Glinda smirks quietly at Blinky, who scowls bitterly in return. Unfazed, you insert the 5 keys in the locks and open the book. Skimming through, you can see the entire history of Oz, and on the current final page, the most recent entry mentioning your recovery of the 5 keys. Glinda looks over your shoulder as you read, learning the color's activity as it happens will greatly aid our coordination. Blinky mutters something about imminent doom, but otherwise keeps sullenly quiet. In your campaign log, other advantages, record Great Book of Records. Where is this? There we go. Great Book of Records. That is huge font for everything else. Choose an investigator at Glinda's palace. We can't do this here. We have to do it at Glinda's palace. Okay. So, that was one action. We got all the clues here. That's fine. So, yeah. That was 1. This is 2. We'll move here. And last action, we're going to investigate with my special ability to hopefully get an icon to help us clear out this last victory condition. We got it, so we get a clue here and a clue here. Okay. Wait, there was a beast in play, right? I don't think there was a beast in play at the end of the round, though. So, yeah, I think that's still going to be in play. And then, enemy phase. These are all going to hunt. This one's going to hunt here. These two are going to hunt here. Whatever, it's fine. This should have been gone like a while ago. And I don't think she would have taken the horror. We're going to say she did just to be super fair. Okay, and upkeep. She gets a Storm of Spirits. Promise of Powers, very nice. And this ticks down to 2. Doom goes to 5 of 7. We have 19 freaking clues. And upkeep. Not upkeep. Encounters. Jacqueline gets another one of these things. And Akachi gets another one of these things. Okay. So, our phase. Akachi is going to go 1, 2. And then do the thing we should have done before. Yada yada. So then it's like, we did all that. Then choose an investor at Glennis Palace to take control of the set aside Great Book of Records. Does not take up any slots for the remainder of the scenario. If another act is in play, continue playing. So Great Book of Assets is play with the top card of the encounter deck revealed. Revelation effects on the top card of the are not triggered until the card is drawn. Exhaust, spin a secret, and choose a location. Reduce the difficulty of all tests made at that location by 1 until the end of turn. Okay. So the top is Pulsing Life. That is nothing. And she still has one more action, which she's going to use to... She's going to move to here. Then at the end of her turn, she didn't do anything, so she's going to move to a connecting location to here. Perfect. And then... then Jacqueline's phase. She's going to move here for 1. And she's going to investigate twice up like a bazillion. 1, got it. 2, got it. Got 2 clues. Okay, at the end of the round, deal 1 damage, 1 horror to each investigator here. She could have done that. We're going to retcon that a little bit. So we're currently 5 to 4, up 1. Do promise of power to be up like a bazillion. And we'll use her special ability just in case we get the auto fail. Got it. Draw a card because of that thing. And this thing is resolved, so she does not have to take a damage in a horror. Okay. Enemy phase. These two are going to hunt. Yeah, it's fine. This thing's going to hunt here. This thing ticks down to 1. And upkeep. Akechi gets his a Holy Rosary. Jacqueline gets another Prescient. Okay. Doom goes to 6 to 8. And encounters. Jacqueline gets Pulsing Life. Yeah. Who cares? And Akechi gets his test 4. If you fail, take 2 damage or lose 1 action. Probably just lose the action, honestly. So we're down 1. Down like a lot. So we're going to lose, and we'll just lose the action. And we can't move. Oh no. So we're going to let Jacqueline go first. Investigate. We'll first do this. Spend 1 resource to discard this, just in case. And then investigate twice. 1. Got it. 2. Got it. Okay, another victory point. That looks like all the victory points, if I am not mistaken. This doesn't have one. This doesn't have one. Yeah. Okay, that's it for Jacqueline. Akechi can't move. 1, 2. She'll play at... Yeah, Rose of Endless Nights. 1, 2 to play Azure Flame. And... like, that's it. Yeah, we're going to advance at the end of the round because of this thing. Okay, so yeah, end of the round, this thing goes away. We have observed the meteorite's activity. We already advanced the other acts, so we might as well just advance this. No more victory points that we can see. And we get, you can ill afford patience with the invasion being so advanced already, but knowledge wins wars. You make careful observations, and compared to what you've seen in surrounding countryside over the course of several hours, the results are daunting, but in line with your expectations. Another act is in play. The investigators may continue. Otherwise, proceed to Art 2. We will proceed to Art 2. Which is right here. Resolution 2. You stand a safe distance from the meteorite crater, recording your findings diligently. Its growth is far faster than the one that landed outside Arkham, and its effects much stronger on first infection. You estimate that with this level of deterioration, you may only have a few days before most of Oz is under the color's influence. Your focus is broken by a sudden cry from one of the other onlookers. Rogito, a stocky little man from earlier, has wandered into the crater once again, moving in a complete trance. He mumbles incoherently with his arms stretched out towards the meteor. You and your companions vault forward to stop him, but Rogito's hands plant firmly on the glowing meteorite. A horrid flash sears out at his touch, and you stagger back, covering your eyes. The light dims rapidly, but by the time you recover your sight, both the meteorite and Rogito have vanished. The earth where they once stood shifts like dough in a baker's hands, speckled with fragments of the vile color. In your compay log, under advantages, record meteor observation. I did it. I still don't know why the text is so much bigger there than anybody else. Resolution 3. One of your companions shakes their heads sagely with a knowing sigh. You turn to them and ask why they seem somehow less surprised than you. Intradigo, he's a gnome, a spirit of the earth. In fact, he once was the king of the gnomes and a rather bitter enemy of Oz until his memories were lost. He had been living as a pleasant citizen of Oz since then, but with the color poisoning the earth, it must have affected him even more strongly, and now the both of them have vanished below the ground. This is a horrible complication. You had hoped to develop countermeasures and bring them back to the crater, but with the source of the color now missing, there are several more unknowns to account for. All you can do now is focus on your work and strike down the threats as they appear, though after first exposure to the color, some of your companions are looking a bit worse for wear. Each investigator earns Victory X, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get 7. Nice. So Jacqueline's at 7 and Akechi's at 8. Akechi had 1 left over from the previous scenario. Then, if there are no Nemesis enemies in the victory display, in your campaign log, the color... Nope, we killed it. If an investigator took control of the story asset during the scenario, any investigator may choose to add that asset to their deck. The card does not count toward the size, which is 2 for secrets. Yeah, it seems fine. We'll let Ketchy have it. Then, in the campaign log, under Companion's Laws, marks 1 fatigue next to the name of each companion in play. Ew. If they get too many, they die. which is the Frogman. He's up to 2. The Sawhorse, the Scarecrow, and the Wizard. Okay, then proceed to scenario 3, double whammy. Okay, that is it for this scenario. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, take care.